PFL World Tournament 2. In this one, we got the Bantamweights and the women's Flyweights. I'm going to be giving you guys my full card predictions and breakdown. Last week, we ended up going 7-1, you know, something light. So I'm excited to see how we do this week. But I'll tell y'all right now, this card, it sucks, all right? PFL, what are you doing? But with that being said, let's get straight to the first fight of the night. First fight of the night, we got Alves versus Ndregjoni. Alves, he likes keeping his fights on the feet. He likes using his hands. He's got good striking. He's got a powerful overhand, and he's very fast on the feet. He's 25 years old, so he's got the age on Ndregjoni in this one. Ndregjoni's 33 years old, but he's bigger. I think Ndregjoni is going to be too big for Alves in this one. I'm going to go Ndregjoni to get the win by decision. I think Ndregjoni is going to use his clinch. He's going to be pushing Alves up against the fence. He's going to be using his grappling the whole time. And I see him grinding out a decision win over Alves. Alves, in his last fight, he got dominated on the ground. Yes, it was against a 15-0 Carmouche, he's a very solid fighter. But Alves didn't show me enough takedown defense. He didn't show me enough awareness on the ground. That's why I'm going Ndregjoni to get the win here. I think he's going to be able to use his grappling and beat up Alves on the ground. Alves, he's sitting at the minus 220 favorite, whereas Ndregjoni's sitting at the plus 185 underdog. I just think his size is going to be too much for Alves. That's going to be the difference maker to me in this fight. So I'm going to go Ndregjoni to get the win by decision. He's going to grind out Alves for, I would say, probably a boring win. But with that being said, let's jump straight to the second fight of the night. We got Alves versus Diana Avsaragova. And in this one, I'm going Diana Avsaragova. I think Avsaragova's striking is going to be too much for Dana. I think she's going to be peppering her up with shots. She's going to be throwing her straight punches. She's very technical. She likes being very technical on the feet. She's got decent ground game, too. She can defend takedowns pretty well. Whereas Dana, I don't like her striking at all. I think her striking needs a lot of work. She brings that chin up whenever she throws punches. She gets really wide and just tosses her chin up in the air. And I think Diana Avsaragova is going to capitalize on that. I think Avsaragova is going to touch her up on the feet, and I think she cracks her. And I can see her knocking out Dana in this one. I think Dana is going to get caught coming in. She's going to just come in straight at Avsaragova, trying to get the clinch, go for the takedown, and I see Avsaragova knocking her out. Give me Avsaragova to get the knockout in this one. Let's check the fight odds here. We got Avsaragova sitting at the minus 132 favorite, whereas Dana sitting at the plus 112 underdog. And I totally see Avsaragova winning this fight. I think she gets it done on the feet, and I think she touches up Dana. Next fight of the night, we got Jenna Bishop versus Kana Watanabe. This one, we got Kana Watanabe, who was supposed to be pretty good when she was coming into Bellator originally, and she was a big letdown. She wasn't anything special. She would get touched up on the feet. Her hands are lacking a lot. She just fucking stands there, gets hit. Her grappling, pretty solid. Her best bet is using her grappling in this one. But Jenna Bishop is much better on the floor. I think Jenna Bishop's jiu-jitsu is way better. I think her ground game is better, and I even think her striking is better. I'm going Jenna Bishop to get the win in this one. I could see her tapping out Watanabe, but I'm going to go with the decision. I think Jenna Bishop, she's going to be too much for Watanabe. She's going to be putting her on the floor, and I think she dominates Watanabe in this one. Jenna Bishop, she was a Jiu-Jitsu World Champion in no-gi, and I think she's going to be much better than Watanabe on the ground. Give me Jenna Bishop to get the win here. Let's check the fight odds. We got Jenna Bishop sitting at a minus 170, and Watanabe's the underdog sitting at a plus 145. And I totally think Jenna Bishop is going to be good enough to get it done in this one. Give me Jenna Bishop to get the win. Next fight of the night, we got Mattos versus Jake Hadley. And in this one, I'm going Jake Hadley. Jake Hadley, he was in the UFC for a slight bit. He ended up getting cut from the UFC. He ended up going 3-4. He got a win on the Contender Series to get himself there. But I do think he's still good enough. I think he's good, and I think he's going to be able to touch up Mattos. He's going to keep the fight on distance. He's going to be touching up Mattos on the feet. He's going to be keeping his distance, using his straight punches. And I see him peppering up Mattos. Mattos, yes, he's very strong. He's got big power in his hand. He's going to be looping big overhands at Hadley. But Hadley, I think, is going to stay very smart in this fight. He's going to keep the fight at range, and he's going to be able to get the better of Mattos in this one. Give me Jake Hadley to get the win by decision. So we got Jake Hadley sitting at the slight favorite. He's a minus 150, whereas Mateus Mattos is sitting at the plus 115. Pretty even odds on this. But I'm going Jake Hadley to get the win. I think he's going to be too much for Mateus Mattos. Give me Jake Hadley by decision. He's going to just keep the fight at range and touch up Mattos all day. Next fight of the night, we got an absolute sleeper in this one. We got Juliana Velasquez versus Ekaterina Shakalova. And man, I'll tell you, I'm not excited for this one at all. I think this is going to be a boring fight. But with that being said, I do think Juliana Velasquez gets the win. I think Velasquez is going to be able to, she's going to be better on the feet. I think she's going to be able to touch up Shakalova, and she's got good jiu-jitsu herself. She's got good ground game, good judo, and I think Velasquez will get the win. But I won't be surprised if we see a Torres Finney style come out of Shakalova. She's going to release her inner Finney, and she might just hold up Velasquez against the clinch the whole night and win a very boring decision. But I'm still going to go Velasquez to get the win because I think she's going to be able to do enough in this one. Let's check the odds. We got Velasquez sitting at a minus 180 and Shakalova sitting at a plus 155. Yeah, I totally see Velasquez winning the fight, but Shakalova could squeeze out some boring-ass decision. She's not impressive to me on the feet. She looks very awkward. She kind of reminds me of a meatball, and I think Velasquez is going to be able to get it done. Former champion, has fought better competition. Shakalova has not really fought any good competition in my opinion. So give me Velasquez to get the job done here. Next fight of the night, we got Kasumov versus Justin Wetzell. And in this one, this is going to be a one-sided domination. We got Justin Wetzell who took the fight on short notice. Kasumov is going to be able to get the fight to the ground. His striking also pretty well. I think he'll be able to touch up Hadley or touch up Wetzell on the feet. He's going to be able to dominate him in all areas. I think he's better all over. Kasumov, he's going to most likely just go for the takedowns, beat up Wetzell all day. Wetzell, he's a solid fighter. I wouldn't say he's dog water, but he's nothing impressive. He likes to use his wrestling at points, but Kasumov's wrestling is going to be way better. Kasumov is on a whole nother level, and I think Kasumov wins this fight. I could see Kasumov getting the finish in this one, but I'll lean towards decision just to be on the safer side, but I think Kasumov totally destroys Wetzell for a full 3 rounds. Let's check the odds here. We got Justin Wetzell sitting at the plus 400 underdog, and Kasumov's the minus 550. So, obviously, everyone's agreeing with me, thinking that Kasumov's going to win the fight. Give me Kasumov to get the win. Next fight of the night, we got Francesco Nuzzi, my fellow Italian, versus Mando Gutierrez. In this one, we got Nuzzi, very solid striker, very fast kicks. He's good on the feet. He's a southpaw. He likes keeping the fight at distance, using his range, using his straight punches. And he's got a mean rear roundhouse kick, I'll tell you that. Mando Gutierrez, he most likely is going to be trying to get this fight to the ground. I don't think his stand-up's going to be able to match up with Nuzzi, but I'll give him the respect. He's got heart. This kid will not quit. He's going to be coming at Nuzzi all night. He's not going to give up. He's not going to crack under pressure. He's going to be pushing the pace at Nuzzi even if he's getting cracked. With that being said, I am going Nuzzi. My Italian man, I'm going Nuzzi to get the win here, huh? Give me Nuzzi all day. I think he's going to touch up Gutierrez on the feet. He's going to just get the better of him all over. I think he's going to bust him up. And I think Nuzzi's going to get the job done. I could see him knocking out Gutierrez in this one. Let's check the odds. We got, if I can fucking find him here. What the hell's going on? They don't got the odds up here? Oh, we got them right here. We got Nuzzi sitting at the minus 275, and Gutierrez is sitting at the plus 235. So, Nuzzi, for me, I think he gets the job done. Mando Gutierrez, his best thing is that he's got a lot of heart, and he's going to give it his all. But I think Nuzzi's going to be too much for him. I think Nuzzi's going to fucking touch him up on the feet. He's going to be cracking him. Next fight of the night, we got Liz Carmouche the former UFC fighter who's now 41 years old versus Joanne. And I'll tell you, even though she's 41 years old, I think she's going to get the job done here. I think Liz Carmouche is going to get the win. I think Carmouche is going to be too strong for her. She's going to be pressing her. She's going to be using her leg kicks. She's even going to be able to get the fight to the ground whenever she wants. Joanne, you know, she's decent. Nothing special. She's got all right striking, all right ground game. I think Liz Carmouche is just going to be too much for her. I think Liz Carmouche is still, even though she's 41 years old, for some reason, I think age correlates a little less in women's MMA. I don't know. They don't be aging the same. I don't know what's going on here. But I'm going to go Liz Carmouche to get the job done. I think she wins by a decision I'm going to lean to. I think Liz Carmouche is just going to be too strong. She's just going to, and I'll be honest, have you seen Liz Carmouche's physique? So I think she's on a little juice, and I think she's going to get the job done against Joanne in this one. We got Liz Carmouche sitting at a minus 810, and Joanne sitting at a plus 585. So Liz Carmouche is obviously supposed to be getting the win here, and I do think she gets the win. She's going to be too much for this Ariara Stark. I don't even know what that nickname means, but Joanne, she's not gonna be able to get the job done. She just doesn't impress me enough. She's mid. She's got 3 losses recently, and she's just not going to get the win against Liz Carmouche. Liz Carmouche is going to come out too strong. She's going to be too much for her. Now we're on to the main event. We got Higo versus Josh Rettinghouse. Higo, very decent striker. Not even decent. I would say he's a very solid striker. He's very technical. He likes taking his time, piecing up his opponents. And where we got Josh Rettinghouse, he's very awkward on the feet. I think Rettinghouse is going to be too awkward on the feet. I don't think he's anything impressive. In his last fight, for Christ's sake, he fought a guy 1-4. What is going on here? So obviously he felt like he needed some type of tune-up fight. So I don't know what went on there. I think Higo is going to absolutely destroy Josh Rettinghouse. I think Higo's going to put a fucking beating on Rettinghouse. I think Higo's going to get the job done by finish. I can see him finishing Rettinghouse in the second round. Give me Higo all day. Higo, recently, he's been fighting very good opponents, whereas we got Rettinghouse. He just fought a guy 1-4, so I think he's on the verge of being done with his career. You know, Higo's getting the job done in this one. I think it'll be a solid fight, but I think Higo's just going to dominate in all areas. The odds on this one, we got Higo sitting at a minus 400 and Josh Rettinghouse sitting at the plus 300. And he's just going to be too much. He's going to be too much for Rettinghouse, and he's going to beat the hell out of him. Give me Higo to get the win all day. That's it for this breakdown. Let me know what you guys think of this card. Is it terrible? Is it mid? Am I just being a little too picky? But to me, I think this card's fucking terrible. But I'll be covering PFL every week. I'm going to be giving you my predictions, my breakdowns. I'll be covering it every single week. And I just dropped UFC predictions the other day. I'll leave the link down in the description. But if you enjoyed this one, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.